I'm thinking back on all those times when I felt closed off from all that I could become. Eager but too scared to climb. Wanted to please my friends, but it felt like the end on myself. I was shut down and all drained out. I was lost, so I had to change. Yeah, I shook off all the bad vibes, cut me loose from the pettiness they turned on me. But now I am perfectly free to be me. This is who I am. This is who I am now. No matter what they saying, this is who I am. This is who I am now. They think that I have lost my mind, that I'm not being true, but they don't have a clue. 'Cause this is me when I cut out all of the shallowness and everything I suppress to fit in a small frame. But I won't play your game anymore, so I had to change. Yeah, I should.
Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Mommy Guide Inc. For those who are new to the channel, I am Mommy Lala, and we are back with Crafty Nights. Okay, so but tonight I am not gonna be joined by Susan or Charlene, as today is like the eve before Father's Day, and as such, everybody here, mostly in the Philippines, I don't know where you are in the world, how you celebrate Father's Day, but Father's Day and Mother's Day are two of the most celebrated and most important holidays we have here in the Philippines, as we really are very much into family. Yes. So I will be doing a solo live stream tonight, and this is Crafty Night. So I am actually standing right now. Finally, I do have a standing sit up desk, but for the longest time, I was always sitting down. But this past week, this week, I have been doing a lot of editing, and lo and behold, the other day, I could not stand after editing the whole day because my legs cramped so badly. It's a good thing that we had Vincent last week, right? So stressed out, stressed free, guided me through some self exercise massages, so I was able to stand again and bear with the pain. But what he told me is, you should make use of that standing table, Lala. You should not always be sitting down. So probably that is something that is a great reminder for everyone in our community, right? So we love sitting down when we're crafting. Why not try standing up? So today I'm trying to mix things up. I'm standing. Let's see how long I can stand. Right? So let's say hi to the chat. Of course, we have earlier on, actually. Hi, Dawn. Thank you so much for dropping by. And of course, we have Samantha. Samantha just inspires is one of her channel, but now her channel is Pink. Another channel she has is Pink Cash Budgeting. And I'm hoping to have Samantha here with us in my conversations with Lala, so that we can also be inspired by how she actually budgets, right? So most of us, we really need that, budgeting, prowess of Samantha. Thanks for dropping by, my friend. Yes, and we have AK47 _ forever. Thank you so much for the kind words. Yes. I can't wait to get my island in my craft room so I can stand and create. Yes, Don, that is an amazing thing. I don't know. In my mind, I'm still 20, right? So I feel like I can do everything and anything I want. But the fact is, my age is really, catching up on me. There are many things that somehow before, I could do all the things, right? Without in a heartbeat, right? So to speak. But now it's like, oh my goodness. I have to, be mindful of the things that I can and cannot do. So my legs are actually cramping a lot when I sit down. So I am actually now standing. That's why I was even dancing in the, the countdown earlier on. Yes. And we have Jaden. Hi, Miss Jaden. Good evening. Yes. I feel every 51 year of my age. All right. So again, advance happy Father's Day to all, the father figures in your family. Okay. So I would like to ask you to please put the name of your father or your dad or your hubby. Okay. And we will give them an awesome shout out today, right? Because tomorrow is their day, right? So an advance shout out because I know I'm from the future, right? So we are okay a day ahead. And of course, for those who are in the chat, okay, I do have a poll. I just want to know, is it only in the Philippines that we celebrate Father's Day big time, or is it the same everywhere in the world? So can you please, do me a favor and just say yes or no in the chat, in the poll, and then we will get to see it later on. There you go. Okay, so tonight, my dear partner store is Kara Crafts. Kara Crafts has been with me since I started. When I started live streaming way back in the pandemic, the middle of the pandemic in 2021, I didn't even have, I think I had only less than 100 subscribers. I reached out to them. And, lo and behold, they actually, agreed to become partners with us. And from then until now, they have been, not just a partner of my show, but also they support other, crafters and communities here in the Philippines. And so hats off to you, Kara Craft, specifically Sir AD, who, is the one in charge for everything that has to do with, customer service and everything else. Thank you so much, Sir AD. Yeah, so he made everything possible for us tonight for the items to arrive simply on time. And of course, we have Miss Vess. Hello po. Good evening. Okay, so I would just like to, show you Kara Crafts. Okay, Kara Crafts, okay, Kaera Crafts, okay, is actually an online store here in the Philippines. So they have provided amazing brands that before would have been difficult for us to be able to get a hold of. We can even, do product requests. Okay, just give them time to do so. And I want to show you what they have that they released, I think about a year and a half ago or something. It's called the Kits by Kara. Okay, the kits. Okay, so this is the kit by Kara. So what happens in a kit is that the kit contains all the things or the items that you need to create amazing projects, whether it be a card project or a scrapbook project. Okay, so it comes out on a monthly basis. For now, the quarterly kits are sold out, but the monthly kits are available. So examples of I actually did several episodes where we created with Kara kits, and in July I will actually focus on one of their kits, okay? And but I will not tell you yet what it is, right? So anyway, so here are the some of the kits that are available. All you need to do is just go to karacrafts.com, and then you will see and look for the kits by Kara. Okay, so there are several kits, as you can see. It ranges from 1,150. The kits vary in price. It's not like a specific amount because it would vary depending upon the product line or the manufacturer. Like for this one, this is Jen Hadfield Stardust. Okay, and then we have here Paige Evans Garden Shop. Okay, and then we have Paige Evans Sugar Plum. Okay. So, and then let's try this one. Okay. Okay. No, let's try this one. Okay. So this is Paige Evans, a sugar plum. I'm not sure though. I feel though that it might be out of stock. Let's see. Okay. So if we click on, okay. Oh, it's still available. Okay. Okay. So, okay. For example, this one. Okay. So it's not just Page Evans. There's several manufacturers that are available as kits. So Kara curates these kits. So what is included in the kit? Okay. So included in the kit is you would always have a 12 by 12 paper pad, a 6 by 8 paper pad, an ephemera pack. Okay, hold on. There's two of me, I think. Okay, yeah. It doesn't want to go away. Okay, two, no, as an ephemera pack and some and a sticker book. Okay, so that is what it has. Okay, so the kit collections are themed kits that are brought to you again by their featured brands. So they carry a lot of brands. Okay, so you have seen me showcase some of these brands, right? So for those who are just into papers and die cutting up to mixed media, right? So they carry a wide range of a variety of crafting stuff in their store. So each kit will include large and small paper packs plus at least two packs of some of matching embellishments, and they coordinate perfectly. Okay, so how do you order? Orders are dispatched from their hub within 3 days. Standard courier schedule applies after picking. Okay, but then again, for the kits, you need to order it a month ahead. Okay, so for next month, okay, if you want the next month, then you need to order. It's already in their website. Okay, but if there is still an available kit from the previous month and it's available, then it can easily be dispatched, as we have seen over there. All right, so again, that is our dear, partner store, Kara Crafts. There you go. Yes, for July. Remember Christmas in July? I know you guys are excited for it already. Hi, Susan. Yes, Susan and I were in Dallas's and Dawn we were in Dallas's live stream. For them, it was last night, right? Last night. For me, it was this morning. There you go. I love that color scheme. Sugar plum. Yes, right? It's very, it's not the usual green and red or gold, right? So that's why it's actually nice. So for today, I'm going to be creating for the last time. Okay, Father's Day projects for our cards. Okay, and one project that I have, okay, for tonight. Okay, so I will be using, okay, this. Okay, so you see, what are these? Okay, these are actually, chocolate with a little bit of liquor and coffee in them that I will actually put in one of my projects for tonight. Okay, so this is what I got from Kara. Okay, so this one, as a lot of you know, I do love art by Marlin. Okay, I was introduced to her products by Zell and Miss Jo. So both Kara and Papel at Iba Pa carries it, but my suppliers, my dear partner stores are very much friends. All right, so they may carry the same companies or even sometimes even the same products, but that's fine. They do not they're friends. Okay, we are all friends. Okay, and then we have another studio light here that is it's actually a mask. Okay, it's a Jenin's mindful art collection. I don't know why I didn't get this. It's been in the store for quite a while, but I don't know, I missed it. But it's super nice, right? Because it has a lot of images where you can just use this one, you can just use this one. So it's just this one. It's a very versatile mask, or some people they call it stencil. Okay, and then we have another one from Studio Light. Okay, I like that it can create nice markings for if you just want to create your background, right? So this is the jungle, tropical jungle edition, right? So there you go. It's very nice. Just the right size, not too big, not too small. So I feel it's really actually perfect. Okay, and this one from Stamperia, okay, by Vicky P. I love, Vicky P because the way that she does art journal, just like Dawn and T, their art journaling is, still you will see that, the creativity is there. But in a way, there is still a system to the chaos, so to speak, right? And I like that about Vicky P and also Dawn and T, right? So when they do their art journal. So I like this stamp set because you have a lot in this stamp set, right? So these markings are really perfect for almost any project, I feel. So I love this. Again, I don't know why I didn't get this earlier, right? And of course, since we're doing Father's Day today, of course, we need Father's Day sentiments, right? So they have this waffle flower sentiment that is absolutely beautiful, right? So you have love you, Papa Bear. Sorry for all the gray hairs. You always be my daddy. Happy Father's Day. You're a rad dad. Best dad ever. You'll always be the cool dad. Sending bear hugs. So glad you're my dad. You're the tops pops. No matter how big I get, I will always look up to you. Fist bump. For the coolest grandpa, right? Love you. There. So I said, oh, it's a good thing. Okay, they have this. Okay. So actually, it's not just for Father's Day. It's basically if you want to create a card for the male person in your family, right? It's so hard to find the perfect sentiment, right? So this stamp set is absolutely wonderful. Again, all of these are available, okay, at keracrafts.com, okay? So there you go. Oh, speaking of which, we have Sir AD in the house. Good evening, Miss Lala, and hello, everyone. Yes, Sir AD, if you ever need to ask anything about, the services and products that Kira Crafts have, Sir AD most probably will be the one that you will be able to talk to. It's so easy, okay, to actually, order and communicate with Kira. All right, so that's a great set of dad sentiments. Exactly, Susan, right? So it's not just simply for Father's Day. This is the only sentiment that says Father's Day. But, we should always, give honor and show how much we love our fathers. And this, stamp set is just, a holistic kind of, sentiment set. We do have a lot for mothers, for friends, but sad to say, I don't have a lot for dads, right? So again, I would like to say shout out to all the dads in your family and in the chat. Of course, Sir AD, happy Father's Day to you. Yes, Sir AD is an amazing dad as well. So congratulations. Of course, we are celebrating Sir AD and the other fathers in our community. Ayan. So saan po ang lunch or dinner tomorrow, sir? Okay. So again, so with this, let's start, okay? So what of course, you see that there are like, mixed media stuff. Okay, so for those who are coming in for the first time and probably, have been here and you don't really exactly know because I am into so many things, right? So I do interviews, I do vlogs, I do travel vlogs, I do crafting, right? So mixed media is something that I have always would have wanted to, learn more of. But sad to say, I'm more of a crafter rather than, a real artist in the sense that with all the techniques that that's involved in art. But we do have a lot of amazing source of inspiration in the community. Locally, we have KM, we have Docri, we have Nenit, right? So we have Ime, we have Zel, Miss Jo, and then in the international community, we have Don, we have T, we have a lot of you. Lately, I have been able to, go to Bitty Penny and PM Arts, right? So I'm learning so much from you all. And so I said, for a change, let's do something like this, right? So the past couple of years, my Father's Day cards have always been, mostly paper with ephemeras and stuff like that. But earlier this year, when we did Craft Every Day in April, Arcida, I also did, I watercolor half of the month, right? I did watercolor every day until finally, by God's grace, I actually finally am not scared of watercolor anymore. And so the other day, or was it yesterday, Bitty Penny was live and she was also creating Father's Day cards, okay? And of course, we know that Bitty Penny is into art journaling and is really, a very, a seasoned artist as well. So she was, working with magicals, some of her magicals. And then she was also working with the first time that I've seen it. Sir AD, maybe you can check that out. Infusions, okay? Infusions pigment powder. So I said, wow, that's the first time I heard of infusion. So it's something similar to the magicals, but as Bitty Penny was working on the magicals, she realized that the infusions was somehow easier to navigate in terms of, when you, let's say, you use a brush and then you tap it, it's finer, while the magical somehow, you will get a lot, sometimes more than what you really need for. So I was inspired by her live stream yesterday. Said, okay, maybe I should do something like that, right? Also, okay, for a change, okay, conquer my fears, right? So while she was working on her project, okay, so if you've not seen that, I highly recommend that you check out Bitty Penny, BITTYPENNY. Okay, I met Bitty Penny through Lynn and of course Dawn. So we were together in Dawn's card Yahtzee for this month. So I met her there, and also I think yes, I think that was it. Yes, so happy Father's Day to all your dads. Yes, thank you, Susan. And of course, we have Marian. Hi, Marian. Oh, Father's Day is actually September in Australia. Aussie? There you go. So it's not like everywhere in the world that we celebrate Father's Day third week of June, right? So in Australia, it's September. Hi, Marian. Guys, this is Marian Cresp. She's a dear friend of mine. She is actually, she's Filipino blood as well. You might not be able to like realize that because when she talks, she's really, Australian accent and all of that. But she still knows a lot about the Philippines, and I'm so proud of her about that she has never forgotten, her lineage. She is actually into journaling and productivity. So if you want more of those, check her out, right? She has such a big following on Instagram, more than 100,000, right? And of course on YouTube as well. I put the infusions in my cart. Oh my goodness. Dawn, it's already in your cart. Hi, nako. All right. So what I did was, okay, these are watercolor papers, okay, and I am not sure if they're expired, right? So I do know that watercolor papers do expire. I've had this for a long time, so I said, before they actually expire further, might as well use them, right? So what I did was to stamp. Okay, so I used some of the stamps that I've had forever, and tried to look for maybe critters, animals that have somehow a dad and child theme in them. So I have one of a bear, one of cats. I know a lot of you love cats. Okay, so this is another bear, and then we have an elephant one, and then we have this dragon, right? So this is the year of the dragon anyway, right? So what I did was to, because it normally dries up a lot, longer. So what I did was to actually color those in already. Okay. So I have already colored in this animal. So I created like several sets so that I can show you what they were. Okay, before I colored them. Of course, you do know that I love fussy cutting. Okay, so guys, from somebody who hates watercolor, afraid of watercolor, what can you say? I can now somehow a little bit, navigate through watercolor. Imagine me doing this. No way. I was like mind blown that I can finally, do watercolor in a way that you have a little bit of a shadow, this and that. So again, I would like to thank the community for that, for really pushing me to get out of my comfort zone and you just try it, because she said, you guys, I really feel it, that you never judged me even though I knew it was so ugly and so wrong when I was doing this in April. You guys were just, amazing. Okay, kamusta everybody from Sydney, Australia? There you go. See, Marian can still, still knows a little bit of Filipino words. Just don't talk to her too fast, okay? Because she might, not be able to do so, but just the basics one, she still knows. I'm super proud of her. Yes, you played card Yahtzee together, right? So there you go. Yes. Okay, so that's done. So these are, okay, some of, so what I did was to color them in already. Okay, and then while I was, of course, Sir AD, okay, sent over the products that we're gonna be using today. So I already proceeded to do the stamping and heat embossed. Okay, the sentiments, of course, the sentiments from this awesome stamp set. Okay, the waffle flower. Okay, this one. So I created two sets, one in gold. Okay, so I heat embossed this and used this Brutus Monroe gilded sparkle. Again, I don't think it's still available, but I got this also from Kara Crafts. Okay, I think a year and a half ago, I was just, one of my product requests was Brutus Monroe, because I keep hearing Brutus Monroe from the international community. You guys are like, Brutus Monroe, what is, So I said I wanted to try, and true enough, their embossing powders are really, really nice. So it's like I'm almost gone. It's almost, see, because I really use it a lot. Okay, so I created one in white background and then embossed it in gold. And then I did the same sentiments, but one in black background and white. Okay, so again, this is what the stamps, look like. So very crisp, very nice. Okay, so these are the sentiments that I'm gonna be using for tonight. Okay, and then while watching Bitty Penny yesterday, okay, I started to do a little bit of, the backgrounds that I'm gonna create for tonight. Okay, so as probably you've seen me, craft in the past, I already prepare. Okay, if I am able to, a little bit of the card and I put them in baggies like this. Okay, so but what the cards, okay, so what I did was, while Bitty Penny was live last night, so I put out all the magicals, started creating different backgrounds, right? So different backgrounds. So all basically just, choosing a set, okay, getting a bit of a powder, and then with a brush, got a little bit of the powder and then just did this with a brush. Okay, and then spritz them with, okay, where is my watercolor? Okay, spritz them with water. Okay, and then you would see, and then dried it, okay, with the use of a heat tool. And then you will see, the magic that is, magicals, because you will see that it somehow changes color. Not exactly like, for example, we would see that it may look blue to you, but actually it may have blue, a tinge of pink, a tinge of red, something like that. So it's truly magical. Okay, so these are some of the other backgrounds that I created while she was live. I decided to do so because I know that it would take a while for them to dry up. Okay, so and I want to, as you know, I know it's very, very rare that I create just one single card. Most of the time, when I create something, it's at least two cards at a time. I don't know why, but it's like I want when I'm working, I have to be working with at least two things at the same time. Yeah, maybe I do have ADHD, right? Right. So there you go. And then after that, what I did was to get some distress oxides, okay, and then get some of the stencils that I have. Again, these are from Vicky P, and these are all again from. I got all of this from Kara Crafts. Okay, so this is also from Vicky P, Stamperia. Okay, I'm not sure if these are still available, but you can check. I think they might still be available. Okay, so I basically like this one, right? So I just put it on here and then took my distress oxides and then, just did a little bit of inking. And so I have, those backgrounds. Okay, so you see that? Okay, so I just chose this and that, here and there. See the splashes there? It's actually this one. Okay, so proceeded to create, markings on top of. Okay, so I did the ink smooshing first. Okay, so after that, I used the stencils to add more, okay, images or imprints on that one. Okay, and then, okay, also, um, the edges were so white, right? So it doesn't match. So I also distressed, added ink on the sides of all of this. Okay, and proceeded with, basically using, this different stencils. So now we will add some more of, you know, from some of, okay, the stamps that we have. Okay, something that I learned from T and Dawn by joining them on a weekly basis on their every Friday. Okay, for us it's Friday, for them it's Thursday. Okay, and then for us it's nighttime, for them it's morning time. It's 10 p.m. They always do this collaboration where they do art journal. So I've, become a little bit more bold, brave in terms of trying all these things out. Okay, so that is basically what I have done. And some of this I will actually turn into card tonight. Okay. So I actually already have something here, like for example, this one again, I've already colored in. These are all from a watercolor paper. Can you imagine how difficult that one is to fuzzy cut? That is like a sliver of paper for, his tail. But I do love fuzzy cutting anyway. So there. And then you would see that I have this father, man, daddy, okay, so that one that goes around. This is actually, you would not believe this one, but this is actually an, what do you call that? A rub on. A rub on that I've had forever. Okay, so probably some of you might recognize some of this. Okay, so this is a rub on that I've had forever. So I chose one that has to do with, the sentiments for dad, father, something like that, right? So I think these are all creative imaginations. I'm absolutely sure that they're no longer in business. These were from my scrapbooking days. Yes, when the golden years of scrapbooking, rub-ons were so much a fad that time. And then it just went away and now it's coming back, right? So all of these are basically like 2 decades old, right? So you see, this is my favorite font when it comes to rub-on, the Minimark Ginger. That's why I have several booklets. It's like I really hoarded this, right? And the Kate, Jack and Jill, and then the Kate. I love this font. So I still have, in fairness to them, they're still okay. So sometimes that's why it might be more expensive to buy the branded ones, but based on experience, you get what you pay for, right? So they're still really much, okay. So again, this ones, some of the rab-ons that I'm going to be using today are from my own stash from decades ago. Okay, so I will add that. Okay, and then I will add my, my daddy and then the baby elephants around it. Okay, and then I will add a little bit more. Okay, markings onto my background with this stamp set. Okay, let me check. Okay. Thank you, Susan. I'm proud of you. Now I need to play with watercolors. Yes, Susan. It was only in SIDA, I think halfway through April, when Dawn, I think, was there. Yes. Dawn was with me almost every day in April. She said, just go for it. You can do it. And so, one day I said, you know what? I have a lot of watercolors. I have basically almost all that's available here in the Philippines in terms of brands for watercolor, but it's just me shopping for stuff but not really using them. So Dawn, told me, go for it. Right, go for it. So I said, okay, fine. So that's basically how it happened. So I feel, when I open up a new stamp, I rub my fingers about like that. And then this one I feel has a little bit of an oil, and that's fine because that's part of the process of, manufacturing the stamps. But sometimes when it has that, oil layer or covering for the stamp, when you do stamp it for the first time, you will have like puddles or bubbles, something like that. So what I do is, hold on. Sorry about that. I bumped my chair. Okay, so I have something like this. Okay. This is actually making memories. Again, a very old brand. There's no more making memories. So again, this was really for mixed media way back then. So I use, if you know what, if you have those that we use for manicure, pedicure, like that, to, file, nail file, right? You can use that. So I just simply, rub this, okay, onto my stamps, okay, to remove, whatever covering or protective covering, okay, the stamps have, especially if I'm using it for the first time. So some people do it differently. Like some people, they just use their hands, or they just get, a wet tissue and then just rub it on like that. And some, like me, I like to, file it a little bit like so. I find that, it is the fastest way. Because sometimes if you do the other way, it takes time. But this one, for me, I feel is like just one time, big time, and your stamps are good to go. But then there are really stamps that are, on the onset, you can just stamp away. But this one, I felt a little bit oily. So you know how it is in the Philippines, right? So humidity in the Philippines is between 70 to 80% on a daily basis on an average, right? So there you go. Okay, so I think we have conditioned our stamps enough. Okay, and then we will take this. Okay, and then add a little bit more. See how beautiful this one is, right? So a little bit more markings. Okay, I'll just need to get my stamping blocks. Stamping blocks. Sorry about that. I forgot to grab, my stamping blocks. Okay, so there you go. And some inks. Okay, so it doesn't have to be, okay, so just here and there. Okay, like that. Okay, and then I'll just put it back in. Okay, and then we'll get this one. Okay, so you can, like, here I'm going to use the black ink, right? But in the others, I will try to use like the same color of inks that I have used. Okay, so look at that. It's so beautiful. I love that. Oh, that's such a beautiful splatter, guys. Right? Beautiful. I love it. Okay. Okay, awesome. So nothing too perfect. Okay. And then we will just put this aside over here for a while. Okay, and let's assemble our first card. Okay. Again, see, I almost made a mistake again. I tried to open first my card so I know, okay, that I'm actually pasting it on its right side and not the wrong side. I love that the new crafters and the crafters from the 1990s worlds are colliding. We learn so much from each other. So true, Don. So true. You know, craft every day in August would have been the same. Do you know, Susan? That's actually okay. Since Susan actually started, we actually do have. I am going to actually have a craft every day in August, right? So yes, I'm coming back with my lives on an everyday basis in August. Okay. So before we used to call it Lida or Vida. Okay, so it means live every day in April or video every day in April. That's how this started way back during the pandemic when everybody was locked up. So mostly content creators from, you know, tech in the tech genre or niche started that. So I joined that. I joined Lida of live streaming pros to actually learn how to navigate the tech, because one of the things I didn't know how to do, I wanted to do YouTube and create content and all of that, but I didn't know how because of the tech, right? I have all the gears. I've had all the gears since 2009, guys. I bought all the gears way back in 2009, but the thing is I didn't know how to use them, right? I bought the camera, I bought the computer, I bought all the gears, the lights and all this stuff, but how do you use them? I don't know, right? So when pandemic hit and they did that live every day in April and then in August also, I joined, and that's how I basically learned how to do all the things that somehow I am able to do right now, right? So you see, this is how easy it is now to do all the things. There you go. It's so cute, right? He's so cute. Okay, so what happened is when I watercolored him in, somehow, the edges, and then I fussy cut the edge. Some of the edges didn't have the black lines anymore. So I used this kind of markers. This is a Faber-Castell, but there's so many there. You have Micron, you have so many others. You just, mark them again on the side so that it looks nicer. Okay, and then I'll just get some foam tape I have here to, to raise them up a bit. Okay. Again, for most of you know by now, I love layering. I like depth and then, the play of texture. Yes. So, how about joining me, Susan and Dawn, in August? Can we do it? Right? So, let's go live every day. It doesn't have to be like you go live 2 hours, even an hour. You can go live for 15 minutes, right? So, you can go live, half an hour, less than that if you want. Just go live, and that helps in, improving ourselves in terms of also, the tech and confidence, right? So I'm sure, don't worry about what will I do in 30 days. Oh, you will learn, you will know what to do. Okay, you can even ask the community, what do you want me to do? Which I actually did, right? So I ask a lot of you, okay, what do you want me to do tomorrow? Right? So let the community, and one thing that I actually learned from the going live last April, my lives where I asked the community, I asked you guys what I should do. Okay, so which project do I do? Remember those DIY projects that I created? Those actually got the most number of views. I think people like it when they are involved, more involved in the process, rather than just us doing something that we feel people might like. I actually asking them what they like. I think the algorithm somehow you know likes it as well. So yes, actually, Susan, I was like, the first day I joined Lida. Okay, I was no. There were two of us from the Philippines, but I was the only one in the Philippines. The other person is Filipino, but is based in the US. So I was the only one there, and there were about 500 people or almost 600 in that challenge. Okay, and I was the only Filipino here coming from the Philippines. The first challenge, I was absolutely sure I was gonna quit. I said I can't do this. When I went live, it's very basic. Just talk about yourself, what your channel is all about, what are your goals, stuff like that. It's like I froze. It's like I don't know what to do. I don't want to say, and felt that nobody was actually really watching. Unlike others, when they go live, you would see there's so many people in the chat. There's so many people, commenting and stuff. So I felt that nobody really was, wanted to listen or wanted to. And then I realized, what is the reason why you join Lala? It's not because of popularity, right? It's not because of anything. It's because you want to learn. You want to improve yourself. You want to understand how does one go live? How does, all of these things happen, right? If others can do it, why can't I? Right? So I'm pretty sure this is not rocket science, right? So I'm sure I somehow can understand if I just, try to understand how it works. And so I did. So day 2, day 3, and then one of the challenges was really amazing where for the life of me, I would not believe. I cannot talk about it in detail because we're not supposed to. Okay, everything that we do there like stays there. So it's a really very safe community. I really love it. And so, but that activity, that challenge really was for me the tipping point, so to speak. So from that day on, I was like, ooh, is it time to go live? I want to go live. Right? So gone were the days that after a week and a half or so, gone were the days that, oh my goodness, I have to do the challenge again. No, I was so excited to do the challenge from that day on. Right? So again, so if you can join me, Dawn and Susan, in August, that would be great, right? So we can do like a hop, so to speak, in August, right? So there you go. Okay, so this one. Okay, so it's like the three of them, three different critters. This is such a bad coloring, guys. But then again, no, this is part of my journey, so I will keep it. Okay. Oh, but this one, by the way, okay, this is a nice, it's really different, right? So when your watercolor paper is nice, right? So I really see the difference in terms of, the gravity of, the color and how it, plays. It's nicer. Okay, so this is actually the size of an ATC, 3.5 by 2.5. So I will also try to, create one. And then this is a rub on. It says Big Daddy. Okay, so I would probably put it over there. Okay, so this is a sleeping cat. And this is him over there. And we will probably put this and that around them. Okay, so that's how it's gonna be. So we'll just put this one over here. Okay, so where is my rub? Okay, burnishing tool. Okay, so look, this is so old as well. Okay, I hope this one still works. Somehow it's not transferring. Good luck to me. Okay, there. Come on, you can do this. Okay, the B is there. The I is there and the G. Okay, so let's go for the daddy. All right, there you go. Okay. So it is a Saturday morning for most of you, right, guys? So for us here in the Philippines, it's Saturday evening. And I'm sure others are already, doing their advanced Father's Day celebrations. By the way, the chat. Okay, please do join the poll. I asked a question if you do celebrate, okay, Father's Day in your family. Okay. When is the Tim Holtz thing? Oh gosh, I think it's today. Saturday? Right? So the stress release. Oh my gosh, what do you think, guys? Is it gonna be a new color or a new item? What did can we get an idea from T? Did she give us a clue? Does anybody know what it's gonna be about? Is it a new color or is it a new distress line? What is it gonna be? Sir AD, do you know? Maybe Sir AD knows something. Okay. So Susan says that's a thought, but let's keep in mind that it took me several people's life. Okay, no worries. No worries. As I said, it can be as fast as 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be, always doing something, crazy. Maybe you will just, clean your table, right? So I like watching people, organize their stuff. Because, organizing is something that I really, really like to do. And I like watching people, do that as well, right? Just, you talking about your plans for the day, stuff like that. I also love those things. Like, I like vlogs. There you go. So some ATCs as well. Okay. There you go. That's 2. Okay. And some of this, yes, I would want to, give it away. Okay, so for those who want this or any of this, but the thing is it's tomorrow already. I don't know how I'm going to send it to you though. So that's the thing. Okay, so here's another one. This one, what I did with this one. Okay, I don't know if you know this. Okay, there's this brand called Amy Tangerine. Do you remember this brand? Okay, I have this Amy Tangerine watercolor resist cards. They are in squares and in circles. So somehow there's already, like a heat embossed, either sentiment or marks on the coasters, whether they're circle or square. So for this one, it is all love. It's basically all you need is love. So that is what was that's the sentiment, and it's basically started out just like this. So it's just plain, resist. Okay, there you can see a little bit. Okay, that there are actually images to that. Okay, so this one, I chose this one because basically it's already the sentiment, right? And I just use several. Let me see if I can remember what are the colors that I used here. I think it's still here. So this is a combination of Uncharted Mariner, Faded Jeans, and What's the last one? This one. Stormy sky. And added a bunch of black suit. Okay, onto the sides. Okay, so that's how I created that one. Okay, and then, okay, again, this one I created a while back, yesterday, and then just added the markings from the stamps that I have and the stencils, okay, from Kara Crafts. Okay, and so I'm gonna, then of course this is the bear that I fussy cut and watercolored. Okay, and then I will just put my sentiment. Okay, isn't this perfect? Love you, Papa Bear. Right? So isn't that like a perfect sentiment for this card? Okay. Why are my scissors all dirty? Okay, I have to clean them. Okay, so I hope that you are joining me if you can. Okay, so Susan and Dawn, please tell me if it's already time for Tim Holtz's live. Okay, there you go. So that's how it's gonna look like. Okay, so let's put it all together. Laurie. Okay, thank you, Don. Laurie, hello, hello. I hope you try it. And you too, Laurie. Laurie, thank you so much for dropping by in my video premiere last night. As I said, this week, I edited, guys, not one, not two, but 10. 10 videos. For the life of me, it's like, there's something wrong with this week, right? It started Sunday when Lynn of LV Handcrafted created four cards during her live, and then it was followed by others doing things that they normally do not do, and finally me, 10 cards, I mean 10 videos. And so that on top of lives, I can also put out edited videos, which I did every other day of this week. And Laurie was there last night, although she went in and commented a little bit late, so I wasn't able to thank her for it, but I knew you were there. Thank you so much, Laurie. Oh, midnight. Okay, she has no idea. Hey, Laurie. Yes, how are you doing? From Susan. And of course we have Roy. Okay, so after my premiere yesterday, Roy did his own premiere. Okay, and Roy also has been, trying to change things up a bit, in a sense that, normally we can find him, live streaming and doing videos from his studio. But last night he created this video where he was in a Zen garden, and he likened, a Zen garden and the process of, being at peace with content creation. And guys, if you're having issues with tech, okay, you want to do this but you somehow feel that you need help, head on to Tech Troublemaker. That's Roy. Okay, that's Tech Troublemaker is Roy. He's a dear friend. Roy and I were classmates in Live Every Day in April. That's how we both of us learned how to, conquer all those fears, navigate through all the issues of, doing live stream. And now he helps others navigate through it as well. There you go. Oh, you are in the garden now, Dawn. Oh, you don't have an idea what to get for Father's Day. And by the way, Roy, happy Father's Day to you as well. Yes, and to your dad. Happy Father's Day, my friend. And where are the balloons? Okay, hold on. There you go. Okay, just delayed. Okay, happy Father's Day, Roy. I said, if you want somebody for us to shout out because it's Father's Day, just put it in the chat. I would love to give honor to to our fathers and the father friends we have in the chat, right? So it's this. I know that we should be doing it every day of the year, but tomorrow is anyway for us because for those like Marian said a while ago in Australia, it's in September, right? So they celebrate Father's Day there in September. All I need is love. Okay. Love you, Papa Bear. All right. So there you go. Different takes. Okay. So again, this one is the same. It's again, this is not fully dried. Okay. It's a watercolor resist card from Amy Tangerine. It's super old one. I'm not absolutely sure if you can still find, this anywhere. So there you go. Okay, you know what, Roy? At the end of the day, maybe, a handmade note or card would be okay. Right? So, and a visit from you, and if your, grandkids are there. Yeah. Roy became a grandparent this year, early this year. Oh, no, just a few months, I think. So happy Father's Day, Roy. Celebrating you. Oh, thank you so much, Susan, for the kind words. Okay. Oh, God. Yeah, Susan, right? It's like the same with me, the minute I wake up, done my devotions, checked on my kids, checked a little bit on, what's happening. Then, proceed to, okay, who's live? Okay, who is on? Okay. No, Roy. I am so much still a work in progress. Oh, if you guys want to see how bad I am with editing, I think it was last year. Was it last year, Roy? Where I created this, like, we had a live and I repurposed that live, created like a 2 minute, 3 minute video out of it or something. Oh my gosh. It was so bad. The audio was so bad. The video was even worse. It's like I don't know how my friends were able to watch through that video, but I guess that's how we learn, right? That's how we learn. So, just get through all those, things, and in the end, you'd be surprised that I actually learned somehow. And of course, I always have that, having friends who know a lot about tech. I would be always in constant, messaging with Roy and Marcus and Coach Adam, asking them about this and that. Can I do this? How do you do this? We even, when Redirect was when it was first released on YouTube, now we redirect to each other's channel like no sweat. Okay, I'll redirect, right? But when it was just starting and nobody actually really knew how to do that, Roy helped me. Okay, so we were live on my channel, and then from my channel, Roy went in, and then we did a little bit of crafting, and then after a while, he taught me how to do it, and then all of us went to his channel, right? To check how we actually can do redirect. That was like in the midst of I remember the midst of the pandemic when we did that. When redirect was just a new thing. It's something that has not been really done yet. It was being done in Discord and Twitch, but not really on YouTube yet that time. So thank you so much, Roy. You have been a big help and a big part of my journey as well. What are you growing out there, Dawn? Yes, what's in the garden? Okay, today. Okay, are you just maintaining the garden? Do you like remove the weeds? So it's summer, Dawn, right? So it must be pretty hot. Don't forget to, wear hat or something, and sunblock. Oh, Laurie is taking their older son out for lunch. His birthday. Oh, advance happy birthday to your son, Laurie. Okay, I'm glad you have lots to watch today. I'll be there for Lynn. Oh, yes, definitely. Alarming at 5 a.m. for me. 5 a.m. is okay. I've gotten used to, your schedules, guys. So no worries. Okay, see what happens to this rub-ons. Ate Margie, oh my goodness, Ate Margie, mega love shout out. Are you already in the Philippines? Ate Margie is a Filipina OFW. We call them overseas foreign worker OFW, and they are what we call the new heroes of the Philippines, right? So our OFWs like Ate Margie, they brave being, in another country to work so that they can provide more for their family, and so they keep the economy as well vibrant. So they sacrifice being there for their family 24/7. So we call them our new, modern heroes. Thank you so much, Ate Margie, for dropping by. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you as well, Ate Margie. Mother and father at the same time, just like me. Oh, Nightbot. Wow. Nightbot. What are you doing to Roy? Roy, I'm so sorry. This Nightbot. Sorry, Roy. Yes, finally, Roy has a grandbaby. There you go. Roy, how did you actually came up with the name already? I forgot. Right? So you are really, guys, he's not really a troublemaker, but for the life of me, I cannot remember why. Why did you, choose, troublemaker as your channel name, Roy? I actually don't remember anymore. Because somehow you're not a troublemaker. You are absolutely not. You actually help us navigate through, our troubles and our woes. Okay. Oh. I made a mistake, Don. Okay, I won't. Okay. I'll be okay with it. Okay. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what time is it? I started at 9:05. Okay, so let's navigate through. I still have how many cards? Okay. Oh, I still have a lot of cards to do, but in the interest of time, I want to show you, okay, just fast, the ones that I still need to do. Okay, but we'll probably do it on the back side. So this is another one. This is a bear. Okay. And this is another one. This is another one. And this is the one with the cat. And then this one. So I'll have to do that later on. Okay. If we still have time, we'll go back to that. But I want to show you a special project. Okay, for today. Okay, so of course, okay, we would like to give another shout out to my partner store and sponsor for today's episode, Kira Crafts, guys. So if you want to join us in July, okay, we will navigate through one of the kits by Kira. Okay, so there are already available kits on their website because it takes about, if it's an incoming one, about a month prior, Okay, so that it will be available by the time we actually do the episode where we, showcase the different kits. So you are free to choose, okay, whatever kit you want. Okay, again, of course, you can join us in that episode even if you don't buy the kit. But if you do want to work alongside us, then you have available kits over there. Okay, so I have this one. Chanan! What is that? That's the top view. This is the side view. Okay, there you go. That's the side view. It is actually a food cart, right? It can be a food cart and stuff, right? So, I do have a die for this. Okay, so the die actually, okay, came from PF Crafts, again, one of our partner stores here, okay, in the show. So they have, that's how many dice there is, okay, in this, set to create this one. Okay, but I have already, okay, pre-cut and assembled everything, but it is so easy to assemble, no worries guys. But then I added a little bit of, the papers already. So as I said, okay, I want to put here these are actually, chocolates, okay, infused with, a little bit of alcohol. Like this is Remy Martin, this is Mexican, or with coffee, this is Mexican coffee, this is Cosmopolitan cocktail, this is Cuban coffee. So it's like, you can assemble this and then put this, okay, and then give this out to your dads, okay, or to, the father that you will celebrate Father's Day with tomorrow. This is Famous Grouse. This is Margarita. Okay, this is French coffee. This is Cointreau. Chua. I don't know how you pronounce that. This is Mount Gay. This is, there you go. I don't know how to pronounce these names. Irish coffee, and then you have like Canadian Club. So it's like you instead of, these are just samples. If whatever it is, or small treats, for your dads, whatever is their favorite, you can. So what I'm gonna do is, so I die cut it first with just regular cardstock, but a heavy cardstock, right? So, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to attach them now. And if I still have a little bit of time, I'll finish up my cards, okay? And then I want to, okay guys, this is something that again I shopped from my stash. It's made in Australia. It's A to Z scraplets. This is 2 decades old. I love my daddy for the life of me. Okay, my biological dad has even passed on, and I wasn't able to use it, right? So it's a laser cut. What do you call this? Laser cut chipboard, right? That you can put on top of your food cart, so to speak. It's so cute, right? Okay, there you go. Tomatoes. Okay, so Don has tomatoes, cucumbers, herbs, onion, potatoes, and fruit trees. That's awesome. And lots of flowers. Watermelon and pumpkins. Oh wow. It's a catchy name, yes. Susan. Yes, actually, right? So tech troublemaker, right? Trouble fixer sound like as much fun to watch as troublemaker. Should be good today. Calling for sunny and low. Oh, great, great, great. I hope that not too humid. Like I remember T saying, she's not okay with hot and humid. Those chocolate bottles are so cute, right? Okay, yes. So after Father's Day, you can do this for Halloween, for Christmas, right? So for, many other, occasions that are coming our way. See, I already, stick this. So I will just insert this somehow, some way. Okay, I will be able to, we will do this. Okay. This is, you're so used to paper surgery, guys, right? All right. So this is how we do things. We just do a little bit of paper surgery, tuck in here and there, cut a little bit if I need to. Okay. So there you go. You know what? I'll just cut over here and then layer it on top. See, you won't probably see it anyway. Right? So that's how, because it's already stuck to that one. All right. So I'll just cut a little bit onto that one. So there you go. And just stick it to that one. So again, the nice thing about this die set is that it basically, includes everything that you need already. So, and then you can reuse it again and again and again for, various occasions. Okay, and then I'll do like that. Right? Perfect. All right. Perfect. The AC is on. And we have Caroline. Hello, my crafty adventures. Good morning. Good morning to you, my friend. Thanks for dropping by. Yes, I finished several cards and a bit of, I think, 2 ATCs. And now I'm working on this special project. Okay. Actually, I am going to be sending this to Sir 80. This is a gift that I am making for Sir 80 because it's Father's Day. So this is for you, sir. No, it's a surprise, but not surprise. If you are still watching, then you already know. Okay, there you go. Oh, there it goes. Okay, and then I will do like this. How's the poll? Okay, I will end the poll a few minutes before we end and check if is it most of us? Is it just Marian in Australia that celebrate Father's Day on a different day, or it's like you celebrate Father's Day like every day of the year anyway, so it's like no, nothing special. It's just probably a regular day. Is it like that for you guys? Okay, and then of course the tire. Okay, so we do want, okay, there you go, to bring in the tire like that. Okay, there you go. Oh, I realized my mistake over here. No, 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 no. I'm correct. Is it gonna be like that? Yes, so that's how it's gonna be. All right, I remember. I remember how I'm supposed to do this. Okay, there you go. It's like, ooh, the spokes. What's gonna happen? Okay, I remember. Okay. Okay, so you can put anything. It can be a fruit basket, it can be sweets, it can be actual gift, doesn't have to be this, you know. it can even be like a set of, cards, gift certificates, flowers, vegetables, what have you, whatever, even phone, or gadget, whatever, the fathers or dads in your life like. Okay, so it is so easy to assemble, guys. If you do need to have like a die cutting machine, and you do need to have the A4 one, the bigger one, because the dies are big and will not fit in the smaller die cutting machines. It has to be the likes of, like what you call that, the one that Dawn has bought just recently, the Empress. There you go, the Empress. Yes. Oh, Sir AD is still here. So he heard my surprise. He's like a father figure. He's young, okay? He's actually younger than me. Much younger than I am. But he has really helped the community in many ways. And so it's very apt that we celebrate Sir AD. Not just, during his birthday. There you go. So cute. Okay, not yet done. Okay, I already added the blue. Okay, and then I raised this one instead of just being flat. Okay, I wanted to raise it a bit and then add those, red triangles. You know how it is, food cards? I guess red is like can easily be seen from afar. That's why normally food cards have red and blue. So I will alternate the red and the blue. Oh, do you know, guys, what paper I am using? Okay, I just want to show you. Okay, done. Ta-da-dan! Do you remember this brand? Paper Pizzazz? Oh my gosh. They have like for girls, for boys. So boys to men pages. So this is where I got the papers, that I did simply because I just want to use them. I've had them like forever. You do know that my favorite brand that I use for when I join you guys or when I need to create cards super fast, that my go-to is always Mintai, right? Oh, by the way, my supplier for Mintai, okay, or Minte is actually Kara Crafts. Okay, so locally, they are the ones who brought in, Mintai here in the Philippines. And it's where I get mine and how I built my collection as well. So they do still have, a collection of those papers in the store. There you go. So that's okay, that is what do you call that? The roof, no? Yeah, the roof. Okay, and then, okay, so let's put this on. I should not have, adhered this already because I still need to tuck this thing in. So I just need to lift it up a bit so I can tuck it inside like so. Okay. A little bit of a paper surgery, guys. Oh my gosh, earlier today, I was like prepping for tonight's show, right? And while doing so, I was like watching this K drama called Runner something. Lovely Runner, I think it's called. And I was like cutting paper. Like I was looking at the, I was looking at the TV, and then cutting, and then lo and behold, I almost cut my finger. I was like, oh my goodness! Like, Lana, what are you doing? So when you're cutting, do not watch TV. All right. Make sure that you are not watching TV, guys. Okay. Where is this one? This one. Okay, and then okay. I have to cut this manually. All right. Laurie, goodbye. Thank you so much, Caroline. Caroline, you are from the East Coast or from the West Coast? Okay, so how are you joining us? And when are you gonna go live again, Caroline? I actually watched one of your lives on replay though. And you showcased like some of your cards, and I love it, and I would love to be, on your next show in the chat. As you know, I still do sleep, guys. It's just that I have to wake up a little bit early for you guys because oh, no, wrong. Because of the time zone difference, right? So you guys go live a little bit earlier than I normally wake up. So okay. The tucking in part is a struggle. Oh no, Sir AD. This thing. Okay, there you go. No worries. I will make it happen. Ta-da-da! You just need to tuck this thing in. The tucking in is a struggle, guys. I hope I don't cut myself doing this. Okay, I will fix it further later. Okay, so for now, we'll do. I will tuck it in later. Okay. Okay, there you go. On to the other side. That's the hardest part. The tucking it in part. Okay. And then this one, I will. So cute, right? Love it. Okay. Oh, Boston. Oh my goodness. I was supposed to go to Creator Camp this year. And it's in Boston. I think I mentioned that to you a while back, right? Caroline. But then I have relatives coming in the same month and week. So I cannot. but hoping that I'll be able to do it again next year if it's still the same. And Boston is just about 2-3 hours flight to Florida. And the last time I was there, I really made sure I went to Florida as well. I was able to, visit MFT and Pink and Main. Even met Michelle. And then the awesome people also from MFT, the owner Kim, and their CEO as well, Jody, and their digital manager Ashley. If you missed that episode where I actually did a live interview with them, okay, so I will not be able to. Okay, this one I still have to cover. Okay, but I will just finish up to this part. Okay, where I will attach this and this. Okay. Okay, so I'll do what I did in the other side as well. I'll just do like that to cover it up. There you go. See, there's always a remedy. Don't never fear. Okay. All right, so now that it's there, okay, we can now glue it. I like these kinds of projects. It's tedious in the sense that you need to do a little bit of paper piecing here and there, but I like it. The same thing, the reason that I love paper, fuzzy cutting paper as well. I know the first, I sent Lynn one of my, I have this special paper that I released, I think maybe 2-3 years ago, together with one of my partner stores, printer store, Design Plus, where you actually need to fussy cut all the details in the paper pad. I was like, thank you, Lala, but I don't like fussy cutting. It's like, oops, sorry. But then again, there are other papers there that doesn't need to be fussy cut. Okay, you can use just as backgrounds, but there's a lot of it that actually meant to be for fussy cutting and stuff like that. All right, so just the wheels, guys, and I'm gonna be done with this one. It's so cute, right? Of course, the inside I will still decorate as well, but more or less. Okay, so you see, it's gonna be like that. Okay, of course, I'm not that done. So you can put in whatever gift you want. Okay, let's pretend. So it's gonna look like that. Right? It's so cute. Oops. It's supposed to be better if they are like in kegs or something like that, right? So just pretend. So there you go. It's gonna be like that, right? And it actually stands up because this one, the spokes, the wheel, this is like, I think 5 layers of heavy cardstock that I put together, so it can actually carry the whole thing like so. Okay, let's put this remote control over there. There you go. So you can see it while I finish this part. Okay. Whoop. Sorry. Yes, it was. It was like, you know what? When you're in Florida, what's one of the the places that you need to make sure that you drop by. Disney World, right? Yes. But then I've been to Disney World, but I've never been to Pink and Main. I've never been to MFT. So, the thing is, you cannot go to MFT and Pink and Main in one day because it's like from where I am I was staying in Wesley Chapel. It's 2 hour and a half or so to get to Pink and Main, and about the same from where I was to go to. It's like they're east and west. It's something like that. So I needed to let go of my trip to Disney World. Anyway, my kids weren't with me, so it's just me. So what I did was, before I went to Florida and before I went to Boston, I made sure that I dropped by California and went to Universal because they have the, what do you call this, Nintendo World, and that was my son's request. He's a gamer. So he said, "Mom, please, I know I'm not with you, but can you please at least, take videos, go there?" And so I had to drop by for him. But when I was in Florida, skip Disney. Instead of Disney, I went to Pink and Main and um, and MFT, and it was super awesome. When I went to, I sent them an email when I arrived in Florida. So I was like, I was there only for a week. So on my second day, I asked Lynn, is there a craft store nearby or here in Florida? And then she messaged me, "Oh, Pink and Main is there and MFT." And so I said, "Ooh, okay." So, I went to the net, checked out the chat, their addresses and stuff and email. And I emailed them and said, "Hi, I'm Lala from the Philippines. I'll be here for just from this day to this day. Is it possible for me to visit, your store or your office and do a bit of, a short interview?" I never expected them to say yes, right? Because, it was short notice. And I don't even know if they will, actually, they do give interviews of some sort. So, and lo and behold, it's like both of them almost simultaneously said yes. And it's one day after the other. So I first went to MFT, and then the next day, my appointment was with Michelle at Pink and Main. So how awesome was that? That's truly an epic one. And I have to thank Lynn for that, for, telling me that those two, awesome companies are actually in Florida. I didn't know. So, and I find, guys, that, the stores in Florida, in terms of crafting, they have more inventory than, the ones I actually, I normally drop by California because I have aunts there. In Florida, it's just that one of my best friends, which I have not seen for like over 15 years, when she learned that I was going to be in Boston, she said, "Please drop by Florida. I will take a leave of absence for a week so we can, go around and then do this and that." "Sure." So I said, yes. So we did. Right? So there you go. Okay, and then this one. Okay, I will, not put this instead because I will give this to Sir AD. So I'll put something else, okay, for the card. Okay, but this is it. This is how it looks like. So sometimes if you don't want to send in a card, you can actually always create something like this, right? So I am sure that there are, videos in the internet on how you can do this like DIY, right? Or maybe some of the things we do for the mystery craft along, we can follow that. Okay, and you can, do that as well. Okay, so maybe I want to do it like that. So that can showcase it still. All right, so where are my cards? And these are, okay, some of my finished cards for today. So there you go. Okay, I still have several to do. I think about how many more? I still have one, two, three, four. I still have five. Okay, five more cards to go, guys. So, but I will, do that behind the scenes, but I will take shorts or videos of that one so I can share as well. Oh, Debbie J. Actually, I was talking to Debbie, but I think Debbie J from where I was is a little bit farther. It was about 4.5 hours drive. So that's kind of too long already. The 2.5, okay, but the 4 hour, and then we had to go places as well. So we said, okay, next time I will, meet up with Debbie. Yes, let's do that. Right. And do you know, guys, that I still have not uploaded the store tour? It's almost a year now in October. I still, the only one I uploaded was the interview with Michelle and with MFT. But the actual store tour for both, I have not yet uploaded. Already, so talk about procrastination, guys. How bad is that one? Almost a year. Oh my goodness. Yes, let's make that happen. And Cordelia and I are actually talking, behind the scenes. It's like, if ever I go there, I also plan to meet up with Cordelia. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I would love, really, if you guys are okay with that, I would absolutely want to meet you guys. And thank you so much for the reminder. Please do, hit that like button, everyone. Thank you so much, Caroline, for reminding me. That card is so cute. Yes, 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 right? I made one similar last year for Mother's Day. There you go. Is it in your channel, Dawn? Is it in your channel? Can you send me the link so I can also put it in the description of this video later on? So maybe they want to have like a variation, right? A DIY. I know that cart, Dawn. It's cute. See? That's why I didn't visit Debbie. It was too far from our. Yeah. So Debbie's is, I think, Florida is like that, right? So I think she was in the, farther lower. Because from Wesley Chapel to go to Disney and to, what's the other one? Universal was about 2 hours as well. But Debbie's is like really, really far. 4 hours, something like that. All right. So again, happy Father's Day. Guys, I'm still standing. I have not sat down. So I kept on just, doing like that to my feet. And it's worked, right? So no cramps. I think this is a bit of, an exercise, so to speak. Because normally when I do go live, I'm always sitting down, right? So today, I have been standing since 9:15. But my feet has always been like this and that, right? So I think this is good. I like the standing up. Finally, my standing up desk is being used as me standing up rather than me having like a bar stool, to sit on and actually still sitting on it. Yes, Caroline, there's still that possibility for me to be able to go. Okay, Creator Camp is in October. So I'll absolutely keep you guys posted because I really, really want to meet up with you. And I know Dawn will probably be very near Boston also. So let's see. Yes, thank you, Lala and Chatters, for a great start of my day. Thank you so much, my friends. And, wherever you are in the world. And then I hope that you have a wonderful day ahead of you. And God bless your celebrations. And let's give honor to the amazing dads and the father figures that we have in our life. We give honor to them for all the amazing things that they have done for the family. As remember, they're part of a half, okay? The other beautiful half, of course, is our mom, and the other one is the father or our dad. Okay, so let me just end the chat, Paul, and see, okay, the the results. Okay, let's check the results. And the result says, okay, that okay, I can't see. It's too small. Hold on, guys. How do I? Okay, 90. Okay, it's 90%. Okay, guys, 90% celebrate Father's Day. Woo! And only nine. Where's the 1%? It should be 91%, right? So 91% celebrate Father's Day, and only 1% of you, okay, do not celebrate it. Again, no judgment. We just wanted to check. Again, guys, okay, I do have, okay, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I do have, hold on, where is it? Okay, a community, okay? It's called Joyful Crafters Club. And if you are not yet part of that, we would love to welcome you. Although most of the time, we really do face-to-face crafting, but I am trying and going to try my best to transition it to a hybrid one so that we can also accommodate our dear friends from everywhere in the world, right? So there you go. Thank you so. Of course, I'm Mommy Guide Inc. on all the socials. Okay, pardon me on the Instagram. I'm still trying to, navigate to Instagram. I don't absolutely understand how to do posts and reels and stuff like that. So bear with me. Slowly, I am trying to put content in there. I have now, I think at least 70 maybe posts on Instagram. But I'm of course on YouTube, on TikTok even, and of course, on Facebook. Thank you so much, my dear friends, and have a great rest of the week. And I'll see you again tomorrow in LV Handcrafted's Crafty Fun Friends. Crafty Fun with Crafty Friends of LV Handcrafted. Oh my gosh, I'm butchering that one. Okay, anyway, let's dance this thing out, guys. Thank you, Kara. Thank you so much, guys.